Let's hope this works, huh? Hoo boy. We are really trying all the tech stuff tonight, aren't we? Woo-wee! Hey, hey! Let's see if this shit works. Trying a fun new thing tonight to see if I can monitor both chats at once. May or may not work, we'll have to see. Hi, hi! How's everybody doing? You can't hear me. Can you hear me now? Trying to get my audio to work. Okay, cool. I'm glad that the first minute of that is going to be absolutely silent. Love that for all of us. Ah, excellent. Okay. Wow, yay! Okay, so the dual chat works. And we're over to hear me, we can hear me over on the YouTubes as well. Fan-freaking-tastic. I can see both of you guys, like all of you at once. That's insane. Now over on YouTube, you are able to see the chat from both platforms. TikTok, you can only see your chat. I'm sorry. Audio good. Everyone can hear me. Excellent. The soup is loose. The soup is over in fucking YouTube chat. You're eating soup right now? It's like you knew. Okay. I think I actually got this to work, maybe. That would be wonderful, if so. I'm just gonna drop this chat right here so I can read from both of you guys. Excellent. I am not gonna tell all of TikTok to go to YouTube. But I am gonna see... Looks like I have a multi-guest here, so let's hope... Oh, nope. They chickened out. Anyway, hi guys! New setup, right? I am simul-streaming with a horizontal on YouTube and a vertical on TikTok, with the merged chat available on YouTube, along with some other fun nuts and bolts and things like that. Yes, a firmware upgrade, if you will. Oh, good! I'm glad you like it, Schley. I worked on it. Sorry, that's me poking around on stuff. Poking around on stuff that doesn't need to be poked on. The title can go a couple ways. Hey, if you want to worship an asshole in certain ways, I won't stop you. I don't see the TikTok chat updating. Hold on, let me make sure. There it is. Okay, now it should have the TikTok chat. Hopefully. Hopefully the TikTok chat will load. Maybe. It says I don't have an active live stream on TikTok. But I do. I do have an active live stream on TikTok. You guys can go watch it. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, good evening. The volume over there is quiet. Okay. I can crank up the volume a little more. Thank you, Darth Blockins. That's hilarious. Okay, it is working. Wonderful. Yeah, I don't know why the TikTok hasn't connected. Let me make sure that the chat is set up correctly. If I switch it to just TikTok, what happens? It still doesn't see that I'm live on TikTok. How peculiar. Well, thank you to everyone who is over on the live on TikTok. And thank you all for your patience while I'm getting this fucking figured out. 'Cause hopefully once I do this, I only have to do it once, right? Yeah, it's connected. Hi, Lars. I know I am definitely live on TikTok. I don't know why. I don't know why my stream chat plugin does not know that I'm live on TikTok. I'll give it a couple minutes, see if it figures it out. But in the meantime, I've got both chats. We are moving and a groovin'. Do we see the request option? And I am going to turn on a fan because it is toasty in here. Quite toasty. Hello, Carbon. Hi, Inamaki. Volume's a little low. Okay, I cranked it up and it was saying it was too high. It was showing me it was like constantly peaking. Da, 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 da. Ah, I finally have a request. Well, never mind, I guess. Damn. They were too cowardly. Is it? Hold on, sorry. I gotta... There we are. We are going to crank my mic volume back up. Is that better? Why do I have a second chin? Fat. Thank you. I know TikTok hears me just fine. I'm trying to make sure that YouTube does as well. Volume sound okay over there? I am not seeing updated chat from anyone now. Can someone in YouTube send a chat just so I know this is working? Oh, I'm not seeing anything. That's not good. Oh, okay. I'm getting messages. I guess they're just very delayed. Okay. It is coming through. YouTube. I know I'm clicking. I apologize for all of the clicking. There's many reasons that God is an asshole. Some are asking over on the TikTok chat, which you should be able to see, YouTube. I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't know why. This is why I'm not in IT, but IT. I'm very funny and likable. I do have a current live stream on TikTok. Okay. It's freaking out. I'm gonna let it think for a second, so you guys are gonna have a little bit of a blank part on your screen. The answer is written all over my face. Where? In the dimples? in the messed up hair and the unplucked eyebrows. Well, yeah, it's boring because you pussied out of your request, Grant. If you wanted to have a conversation, we can have a conversation. Ah, there it is. You left Justin's stream to be here. Hey. High praise, high praise. Okay. I'm going to minimize that temporarily. And put that over here, and this over here. Ah, what a wonderful time we're having. Why is Jesus an asshole? Many reasons. Condoned slavery, condoned rape on multiple occasions, a whole bunch of just like nasty shit. People love to do the like rah Jesus where it's like just peace and love, which is just not the most accurate way to go about it, you know? He did call a woman a dog as well. Ave Maria says that he raised her from the dead. Okay. Okie doke. How is God an asshole? The things I just said. Condoning slavery. Condoning rape on multiple occasions. Tons of like different G-sides. That's some asshole behavior. Varric, thank you. That's very sweet of you to say. He raised your smeat this morning. Well. He doesn't condone grape. Ooh, well that's not true. That's not true whatsoever. In 2 Samuel 12, he like makes it happen. And then later in Zechariah, he also makes it happen. And he also impregnated a child. So, not great. Not great. Yeah, I'm aware 2 Samuel's in the Old Testament. The Old Testament is in fact part of the Bible. Hope that helps. Muhammad, it looks like you withdrew your request, so I cannot bring you up.
Hello?
Hey, can I get your name, age, and pronouns, please?
Yeah, it's 21, he, him, Muhammad.
Alright.
How do Christians worship an asshole?
Yeah, so, I mean, you were in here when I was naming some of the things, right?
No, I didn't hear anything.
Oh, okay, cool. So we'll run through it again. So they worship a guy who condones slavery. They worship a guy who condones rape. They worship a guy who commits G-side on multiple occasions, including slaughtering children. So I would say that like that's kind of all asshole behavior.
You think like God commanding the Israelites to rape the Amalekites is evil?
When did I say that he commanded them to rape the Amalekites?
Well, I'm asking you.
No, he told them to slaughter the Amalekites. He told them to rape the Midianites.
Yeah. Do you think that God telling the Israelites to rape the Midianites is evil?
Yes.
But what if God needs more Israelites, the populations to go up for something he has planned?
So you're saying that rape is okay to raise the population?
What if God, that's what something he needed to do to
No,
to
I'm
raise
asking, is it okay to raise the population with grape?
If God condones it, then yes.
Well, we're currently below replacement level, so...
Well, then maybe if God commanded all the males to grape again, then we would get the numbers up.
Do you think that would be a good thing?
If I got to be involved, then yeah.
All right, you're a sick fuck. Never come back. That's what happens. Hey,
Double
Mike.
wall back.
Can I
How
get
you
your
doing,
name,
man?
age, and pronouns, please?
Ages, I'm 60, and pronoun, I'm him.
All right.
And
What's
but
your
that
religion
was
or
pretty
lack
wild.
thereof?
I have no religion. I just have a spirituality. That's all I have.
Okay, that's not super helpful. Why did you request up?
Well, I was listening to him, and then he went on a real deep, and I was like, "Whoa, he's like condoning something like crazy. It's just ugly." That was wild. But I was listening to you, and your point of view was so dead on, and I have to applaud you, if nothing else, but your point of view. That's how I'm thankful for the start I had in Pentecostal that led me to the spiritual I have now. And those points that you just made should have anyone that's in, whether they hate my voice, love my voice, that's why I have no picture. I want the people to talk to my brain, not to my face. But to listen to you, and then you'll find your way. I have hope and when I hear, no offense, a white tea person speaking like you are, that right there is encouraging, because a lot of people don't ask the questions. What have been? I think our humanity, our human experience, and our spirituality was hijacked, and it's only until when people like you start platforms and you're good. I mean, I was just listening to you like you could be my lawyer. But that's it. I just wanted to say thank you so much, man.
Except I know nothing about the law, but I appreciate it, Mike. Thank you for stopping by.
God bless.
All right. That was pleasant. Yeah, that was sweet. I'll give credit where it is due. That was quite sweet. Don't always get conversations like that, you know. Goat yoga, anyone? I ask questions like a lawyer? Ooh. Interesting. Isn't it true that you're forbidden to wet your hair for more than 24 hours after a perm at the risk of deactivating the ammonium thioglycolate? Hey! Law, thank you for following. You worship God, not a donkey hole. Well, God is kind of a donkey hole. Also, I don't like saying the words donkey hole. Prosecuting the fuck out of Jesus. Hey. Yeah, Jesus and the Christian God. Assholes. I love that all the people who got the reference. Ugh, I appreciate y'all. Now, if you haven't listened to the Legally Blonde musical, it's actually pretty good. Okay? Okay? It's actually pretty good. Ultra to Play, thank you for the follow. Much appreciate. And thank you for 750 over on YouTube. Hell yeah. Yes, as Rat Soup says in caps over on TikTok, subscribe to the YouTube! Keep it up! That's how he sounds, if you didn't know that. Thank you for the beautiful hanging lights. Much appreciated by you, Bog Oak. My brain had to take like a half second to process that. I was like, Baya Baguk. Atheists are so funny. I do have a sick sense of humor. Mohammed, you're not coming back up. You said that you want to great people. No. But thank you for commenting so I can block you. nor has he used it as a punishment. You might want to read 2 Samuel 12. Okay, so I guess this is like a semi-vent about something. So I decided, for whatever reason, that I wanted to go back and watch some of the sermons from the church I grew up in. Now, they didn't have any from when I attended, but they had some from after I attended, and I watched some of the sermons. I was sick listening to them. I was outright sick. There were times where I was like holding back tears because of how horrible some of these were, and it made me realize where I got so many of the like harmful ideas that I still hold on to this fucking day. Because I was listening, like, for instance, the pastor did a sermon on 2 Samuel 12 because they were talking about the life of David, and his message of 2 Samuel 12 was that only God can forgive us, and we have to bring our sins to God, and like fully confess our sins to him, and only then can we be forgiven. That it's not anything that we can do, that it's only by God's mercy that we are forgiven. Which, if you haven't read the rest of that chapter, forgets the part that God's forgiveness was slaughtering David's baby and having his wives raped in front of people, in front of a crowd. That was God's forgiveness, was unaliving a baby and having women raped. That's horrible. That's not, and the idea that like we are inherently awful and the only thing we can do to get rid of this awfulness is to beg this God to forgive us from it, because that's what he kept emphasizing, how anything, like, we are inherently horrible and sinful and filthy and no one can take that away from us except God. So I remember being a little kid and praying repeatedly and being like, why do I not feel any less guilty? Why do I still feel like burdened by all this? And it's because every fucking Sunday I was being told how horrible and broken I am and how the only way to fix me is to pray. Some of you remember when I read from my old prayer journals, so many of these ideals are reflected in those, where it's like, I'm sorry I doubted you, I prayed you for forgiveness for all my sins, I'm such a bad kid. And I was doing stuff that like all kids do. Like I lied to my parents. I stuck my phone into my room to watch Austin Powers clips on YouTube. And for me that was like big sin, because I'd never lied to my parents, and I knew I wasn't supposed to have my phone in my room, and I knew Austin Powers had inappropriate stuff in it. It was fucking Austin Powers. But I felt so horrifically guilty over shit like that for like years. And it's because, yes, that's absolutely, Dana. They baked that guilt and that hate for like that self-hatred into me. So I felt like I was this horrible person, and the only thing I could do was beg God to forgive me from it. I was legitimately like queasy and like tearing up sometimes, because I'm like, this is all wrong. Because the way they were teaching it was like, this was this great, beautiful story that showcases God's mercy and forgiveness. And I'm like, what about the women? What about the women? They didn't experience mercy. They didn't experience forgiveness. What about that baby that suffered for a week and then died in sickness because God struck it with that sickness for a crime it had no part in? It was really, really hard to listen to. But I'm glad that I did. There was some aspect of it that was, healing to me, that I was able to realize that's where I got these things. That's where I got some of this self-hatred. That's where I got some of this like idea that I was such a bad and broken person, and that I was so horrible. It was rough to listen to, y'all. But I'm glad that I did. I'll say that. I am glad that I did. Yeah, I know, Austin Powers. Woo. Being groovy, baby. Thank you for the hand heart. Appreciate it. LB, it's good to see you in here again. Why are you back? Why are you back? Look, I may or may not have had a crush on Austin Powers. We don't need to go into that. We don't need to go into my questionable crushes on, like, nerds and very awkward, funny men. I was like 11. Cut me a little bit of slack, alright? Also, I was a big fan of Shrek. So... I did. I betrayed God for Austin Powers. Jim Carrey too, only as the Grinch. I will not elaborate. The muscles. Oh, also Martha May Whovier. How she could fucking get it. That one I have no shame over. I know you guys are gonna agree with me. Varric, thank you for the paper crane. Hi, Windmill. Good to see you. It was Will Ferrell for you. See, that's fair. That is fair.
So about all those like nerdy and awkward guys that you're into,
Hey, babe.
what makes me such the exception? You know that like you're into me and I'm not at all nerdy and awkward.
What do we do on your birthday?
Last year we didn't really do much of anything. I don't
No,
think.
like what's the typical tradition?
Oh,
kind of missed it last year,
traditions. Who does traditions? don't
We do on your birthday. What is it?
Oh, you mean the thing with the movie? That thing? That's not a thing.
Yeah, what
That's-
movie?
Oh, okay, like the Lord of the Rings thing,
What
Where
specifically?
where you haven't seen them yet, so I make you watch the extended
what-
director's
what-
edition of Lord of the Rings.
The extended director's edition of Lord of the Rings. Yeah, that would be
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not like nerdy though. That doesn't count.
No,
Doesn't
not
guys-
at all. Not at all.
Pat,
And what's that shirt you sometimes wear?
can we get a vote on this? Oh, which one? Are you talking about the Expanse T-shirt with the ship, the Rocinante on it?
Well, I got you the Rocinante shirt, but that other one that you
Or
wear.
are you talking about the Hobbit shirt with all the beards of the various dwarves on it?
Oh, that's one of them. But what about that other shirt you wear?
Oh, okay. Are you talking about the Legend of Zelda shirt with Toon Link on it?
with Link on it? Yeah.
Oh, okay, that shirt.
Yeah, that one.
You're lucky you're cute, you know that?
I'm lucky you think so. Well, thank you for requesting us.
Yeah, I guess. Anyway, you were talking shit, so I guess I had to.
Well, you are technically a brunette, because I did say I was into brunette guys.
I guess I am.
Honorary?
Cretan Cases, she's one of those anti-Christian people.
No.
They've got a picture
Thank
of
you.
like a distressed SpongeBob, and their bio is "I am a follower of Christ and I post random stuff."
That's a child.
But they also love. Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, well that explains.
I would prefer if you didn't call my Lord and Savior that. What would you rather I call him? A cunt? I can. I have. And I will. I'm the proof Jesus existed. Everyone needs to hear and see. What evil sounds like.
Is he the evil?
This is what evil sounds like? Saying, hey, we watched Lord of the Rings on his birthday. That's what evil... You realize the Easteen files exist, right? But no, we watched the movie with the little hobbits. Fuck off.
If we had said like The Witch, I suppose it'd be understandable.
It's like the most Christian franchise, too. Other than maybe Narnia. Anyway.
If they're worshiping an asshole, are prayers just farts?
Mine are.
Happy
That's why on
festival of
Sundays I toot up a storm. Victoria over on YouTube, hello. You haven't lived if you think this is what evil looks like. Yeah, get cooler. Speaking of, I'm repping the Bad Bible Hub shirt.
Pulse Chain Millionaire, if you have something to educate us and the rest of the world,
Here's a
then you should
screenshot for
probably
people to
request
send
that.
to the Bad Bible Hub Discord.
You should bring it up so it looks like the U is like Squidward's nose,
Well, that's what I was kind of doing with, like, the dick. Right?
Fair.
But I can, like... How is Jesus an asshole? Bunch of ways. Condoned slavery, condoned rape, condoned and carried out G-side. So...
Plus he got pegged.
Well, that doesn't make someone, you know...
Well, assholes get pegged.
I'm not gonna make a joke. But I can. Prayers are farces, your new life philosophy.
Well,
Why are you telling me my new philosophy? Prayers are farts!
well, Malachi, the problem is that Jesus is also the same guy as the God of the Old Testament, who does like all the G side and like the flooding and like all of like the babies against rocks, you know, and then like also like the kind of the big thing we've been talking about, the grape thing. That's a little bit.
Thank you for
It's
the
just
little
kinda
cute hearts, Varric. Babe, did you know that you have something in common with God?
What?
Yeah, because you can cause a flood.
Get me out of here.
No. No! That's just what we talk like. Alright.
Hey,
Hi, can I get your name, age, and pronouns?
I'm 18 and I stand you chaperone. Oh my god.
Thank you. I know you wanted me to stay, but I can't ignore the crazy visions of me in LA. Love that. I've gotten that comparison before. Mostly when my hair is, like, actually done. Today it is just... Meeks, hi! It's just a TikTok show for attention that I would never get otherwise. Did you not just hear my partner? I get plenty of attention. Thank you. We are low on mogs tonight. I won't let that deter me. I will still continue to talk. Because we have some angry Christians saying some wild shit over on TikTok. YouTube's like, tame. Oh my goodness. I'm just now seeing this fucking super chat from Thor versus Darwin. Glad to see me on live. Hope I'm having a wonderful day. Thank you so much. Oh wow, that just popped up for me. Thank you. I hope you were still here watching. I appreciate that so incredibly much. My goodness. I don't know why I didn't get an alert for that, but thank you. Yeah, I guess the Holy Spirit just doesn't know how to help the Christians defend their faith. They're not ready to give a reasonable defense. What about other religions? Yeah, I also have criticism for other religions, but I didn't grow up in other religions, so I kind of talk about the one that I grew up in. You can't give a reason for the hope that's inside you, Delaney? Thor versus Darwin, thank you again. And you're so very sweet to just say no worries. It's interesting having the two different chats. I'm trying to keep up with both of them as much as I can. TikTok is very chaotic and fast-paced, though, which makes sense, because we've got a lot of people in there. Hello, Avery. I fled the world more than Christians' wives. Make YouTube pay for attention. Damn. Hey, thank you for the follow, Rihanna. Someone go up. Hey, we've got Christians in here. They're just too pussy. Cam, hi. Good to see you. And Contra Deity, it's good to see you as well. Neurospicy Cat Lady, it is always good to see you. So what's the basis of this question? God's an asshole. So why do Christians worship him? Yeah, that's right, Red Soup. A real Christian probably would have come in by now to defend their faith. Uh-oh. Interesting. I'm not getting all of the chats on my little merge chat thing. Kim, you replied to me. Is it only showing me, like, followers' chats? It might be. Because on the merge chat, it's only showing the people who are saying nice things, which I appreciate. Wow, a whole bunch of people just requested up. Hey there, can I get your name, age, and pronouns?
Yeah, Geo26, and I'm a man. He.
Alright. If I can type correctly, there we go. And what is your religion or lack thereof?
Christianity. I follow Christ.
Oh, I'm sorry. Why do Christians worship an asshole?
Wait. So who's the asshole?
The god you worship.
I would like to ask how and where do you come with the conclusion?
Would you say it's asshole-ish to slaughter an entire group of people?
Depends.
Depends. That's interesting. You know, usually, like, moral upstanding people aren't like, well, maybe G-side is a good thing. How about slavery? Is condoning slavery an asshole move, or is that just like a chill guy thing?
Well, I think what the thing was slavery in the old world was that
it's not just indentured servitude. If you're about to try to do that, that's just so easily provably false.
Yeah, so like if you want to provide a verse or give the story, that's fine.
Yeah, so
we can
Leviticus 25:44-46 specifically says that slaves are to be kept as property and can be passed down to their children. So chattel slavery, the type of slavery where people are owned as property, the word comes from the word meaning capital because they were used like money. The Bible on multiple instances refers to slaves as property or the money of their owners. So there is indeed indentured servitude in the Bible for other Israelites, but for foreigners, it's chattel slavery.
Okay. Are you asking, do I agree with it?
Do you think it's like a good thing that God condoned it?
I don't think he condoned it, or I don't even think he commanded it at that.
Let's read it. Because he most certainly did.
And what verse was it again?
Leviticus 25:44-46. I'll read it to you. This is going to be the NRSVUE. So, as for the male and female slaves whom you may have, it is from the nations around you that you may acquire male and female slaves. You may also acquire them from among the aliens residing with you, and from their families who are with you and who have been born in your land. They may be your property. You may keep them as a possession for your children after you, for them to inherit as property. These you may treat as slaves, but as for your fellow Israelites, no one shall rule over the other with harshness.
Yeah, so
is there a Joel raid?
I mean, so there.
I mean, is Joel even on?
The last part that you said. I mean, these people who are slaves, how are they being ruled?
So, as for your fellow Israelites, no one shall rule over the other with harshness. Again, that's what I'm saying. That it says that the Israelites are not to be kept as property, but so that would be the indentured servitude.
One second, hold on. Let me fix my connection. I'm coming right back. Hold on.
Yep. Wow, and thank you for the raid, Joel. I definitely Wow, that's so sweet of y'all. Thank you guys for coming in. Wow. Everything is like a little bit behind on each platform. I need to find a way to streamline this more because this is driving me crazy. Was he just raptured? I think he was. Get raided, nerd. Fuck. I feel so silly right now. Hey, I'm assuming you go by Richard. Are you over 18?
I'm 29.
And what pronouns should we use for you?
He, him.
Sweet. What's your religion or lack thereof?
I'm a Christian.
I'm so sorry. Why do Christians worship an asshole?
Don't be sorry. Why do you think that he's an asshole? I know
Yeah,
you stated about slavery, but
Yeah, it's a pretty
what-
big one, right?
yeah, no, but nobody can really answer this but it's like he's basically saying that there's a system, but here's what we can do to reduce harmfulness.
No, there
So
was
when
no
people
system in
like to
place
do it,
yet.
they like-
This was the establishment of the system.
That is a system. Slavery is a system.
Yeah, it did not yet
Right?
exist in Israel. This was introducing
Then what are you talking
legislation.
about when you say slavery? Slavery, right?
Yeah, so
It's a
slavery
system
as an institution.
that was, and
did
he
not
was saying
yet-
that to make it less harmful.
Is there a delay, or are you just an asshole? Which is it?
There's a little delay.
Okay, good. So you will not continue to talk over me then. Great. So slavery as an institution was not yet established in Israel. So this is God giving the rules in Leviticus. This is Levitical law. So he is establishing slavery as an institution.
Law's a system as well.
He is establishing that system into law in this passage.
So you said it's a system. Like I was saying before, it's a system, and he
It
was
was a
saying
s-
things to make it less harmful to people.
No, it was a system that was not
So
yet
can you
established
explain to
in
me
the
other
nation of
things on
Israel.
why God's an asshole?
He instituted the system within Israel. It was not yet a system in Israel.
It was a system. That's why you're talking about slavery. Slavery is a system itself.
It
You know that, right?
existed in other nations. It was not yet
It's still a
made
system.
an institution in Israel.
It's still a system.
Are you
In
stuck on
general,
a
slavery
loop?
is a system. I don't think you understand.
I'm not arguing that slavery, whether or not slavery is a system. What I'm telling you is
That's
that
what I'm
it was
saying.
not yet. It was not yet put into legislation. It was not yet institutionalized within the society of Israel until God put these rules in place for slavery. So it
To make it
wasn't
less
a
harmful.
pre-existing system in Israel. This is the beginning
exactly, to
of
make it less
law.
harmful. Yes, it said there's an
Are
existing
you having a
system.
conversation with someone else and I just happen to be overhearing it? Because you're not responding to a single fucking thing I'm saying, but you're acting like you are.
I've said the same thing because I'm giving you answers here. You're just not.
No, you're not
It's
giving
not
me
the answers that you
answers.
want to hear.
No, you're
'Cause I'm not
spouting out
conceding to
random
you.
phrases and hoping something sticks. So I understand that slavery was a system. Prior to this point, was slavery an institution in Israel?
Sorry, say that again.
Prior to this point in Leviticus, was slavery an institution in Israel?
No. That's why it was brought to.
Okay.
Let me finish. It was brought to Israel, but he's saying, "Here's the things we're going to put in place to make it less harmful."
Okay,
It was
so
already
do
a
you
system.
agree
It's an
this
existing
was
system.
through this passage, the institution of slavery in Israel began?
So I think it began whenever he said that, or before he said that.
When he said it, because if it didn't exist
It was
prior,
beginning. It was already there before.
you
He
just
said
said
it
it
was an
wasn't.
existing. No, I didn't. I said he said it was an existing system, and here's what we're gonna do to make it less harmful. I
Was
said
it
that.
institutionalized in Israel prior to this point?
I just told you no. It was an existing system. Oh my gosh, are you not listening? I just don't think you want to listen because you know I'm gonna debunk you, and that's fine. Because I mean, I wouldn't either if I wasn't. I don't want to be wrong either. But I mean, if I'm giving you the right answers, you can't just reject that just because it's not what you want to hear. It's the truth. And that's what a lot of people do. They
Yeah.
don't like the truth because the truth's not nice.
The
truth
most
is the truth.
frustrating type of people to talk to are the ones that are so stupid they can't see how stupid they are.
Okay.
You contradicted
Are we
yourself
talking
within
about
the same
ourselves here, or I don't
sentence.
really understand
I
what you're trying to
asked
say.
you, did this institution already exist? And you said, no, it already existed.
No, I didn't. I said it already existed. Yeah.
You
I
can't
said it
fucking
already
gaslight
existed.
me. This is recorded, dude.
I'm not. Yeah, I know.
Okay,
I
well,
said
people
it
will be
already
able
existed.
to rewind like 30 seconds in the VOD to where you were like, no, it already existed. After I asked you whether or not it already existed. It's just, yeah, Richard, you're older than me. You're a grown-ass man. Why are you not able to keep up with a very simple conversation? Why do you think you're the smartest one in the room here?
I know I'm smarter than you, because I know what I'm talking about.
Interesting.
You're taking everything
you know
that
what you're
is said
talking
in the
about
Bible out
when
of
you
context.
can't answer a basic fucking question. So I'll ask you again, Richard.
already
Let's
answered it.
let's see if you can follow this time and give me an answer that actually responds to the question I ask you. Prior to this
Already gave you
point,
that answer.
was slavery institutionalized in the nation of Israel?
Like, was it there before?
Prior to
No,
this
it was
point,
not there.
do I have to break it down to you in like kindergarten fucking terms?
It wasn't in Israel, but it
before
was already
then,
a system that
institution
existed.
of slavery in Israel, yes, no.
No.
Institution.
It was everywhere else, though.
Institution. Okay, institution of slavery in Israel, no. After
Yeah, it was an
institution of
existing
Israel and
system.
slavery, yes, no.
It was a different country. It was in different places, and when it was
After
getting brought to
institution of
Israel, he
slavery
said,
in
"Here's what
Israel,
we're going
yes,
to do
no."
to make it less harmful."
Richard, after institution of slavery in Israel, yes, no.
I've already gave you the answer. You keep talking like you're you're not right.
After, not before, after institution of
Okay.
slavery in Israel, yes, no.
Yeah.
Ah, so this institution of slavery in Israel.
Yeah, is there
Great.
because it says the system
Great.
is going to
I'm
be there.
so glad this took you, what, 5 fucking minutes to get to what I said in the first, like, sentence that we talked?
I gave you the answer already.
No, you did not. You kept going back to, well, it's a system. It's a system. It's a system. It's a
Yeah,
system.
it is a system.
I'm not arguing whether or not it's a system, Richard. I'm
And it
arguing
was
whether
there
or not
before,
I'm arguing
And
whether
he
or
was
not
going to put it in
God.
Israel after.
I'm arguing. I have to mute you because you don't know how to wait your turn. You don't know how to read. You don't know how to wait your turn. This is really tough, Richard. This is where the American education system is failing us. I'm assuming you're an American. Not many non-Americans talk the way that you do. So this is when God is establishing slavery as an institution in Israel. If he didn't want slavery, he could have not done that.
Gosh, am I good to talk now? Did I say any of that?
Do you want to whine about the
What
matter?
I
Or
s-
do you want
let
to
me
respond
just
to my
let me
point?
just say, I am, yeah. Let me just say what I was saying. So what I was saying was, whenever you brought up slavery, if you actually know what you're talking about, whenever you say these scriptures in the Bible, because atheists like to say this all the time. What about slavery? What about slavery? He said it's an existing system that's going to get brought here, but here's what we're going to do to make it better.
We're gonna
To
bring it
make
here
less
anyway.
harmful. Yeah, I didn't say it wasn't going to bring it there, did I?
Yeah, wouldn't the best thing, like, if he was against slavery, wouldn't he, like, not bring it to Israel?
I mean, he is against slavery because we all have free will. If we didn't have free will, we'd all be doing what God wants
That's
us to
interesting
do.
because he's against slavery, yet he's like, yeah, you can have slaves. That doesn't sound like someone who's against, because, like, I'm personally against slavery. And so if someone was like, hey, can I have a slave? I'd be like, no. So why,
Or
when
you
God...
determine that. You didn't make the people.
Okay, so you have to make the people and then it's okay to be pro-slavery?
I mean, when you were talking about the Mass G side, I mean, he has the right to do that. He made the people.
Okay, so can your
And tell
parents
the
unalive
creator
you
not to
whenever they feel
destroy.
like it?
Are you going to tell me not to destroy my sandcastle if I made it?
I'm going to tell you not to destroy your children.
But what about
Because-
what happened to my
because
body,
children,
my choice?
it's so interesting. It's so
Right,
interesting. I always
exactly.
hear this. I always hear this comparison to like Potter and Clay. Clay isn't fucking sentient. Clay doesn't feel pain. Clay doesn't have subjective experience. Clay hasn't lived an entire life with people who love it, right? So
It doesn't matter. Those people are doing bad, so
So
that's why we're out of there.
those people were doing bad. So do you think that there were babies
Yes.
that were unalived then?
Not too sure. Not up to me.
No, in pretty much every instance. So in the flood, definitely there were babies, right? And the Amalekites, he specifically says to slaughter the infants. So what evil were the babies doing?
Nothing. Babies go to heaven.
Okay, but you said the people were slaughtered because they were doing evil, and the babies were slaughtered. So that's a contradiction.
That was before you brought up babies.
Yeah, but babies were there, so it's a contradiction
Okay.
to say
And
that
I'm
the people were
saying
doing
that babies
evil.
go to
but-
heaven.
Okay, that's not what I asked, though. What evil did the babies do to
So why
deserve
would
to
it
be
matter?
slaughtered? Okay, so they weren't slaughtered because they were doing evil, because those who weren't doing evil were also slaughtered. So why were they slaughtered?
The people were slaughtered because they were doing evil.
But the babies weren't doing evil and were also slaughtered, so you cannot say it was because they were doing evil.
The babies were slaughtered?
Yeah.
Okay. That's out to me to make that decision. Like I said, it's God's decision. He made the
Okay,
people.
sure, just don't fucking engage with it. Anyway, I'm gonna have my partner come up and make you feel even dumber than you already are. Hey, babe.
Okay.
Hey,
Sure.
I just wanted to comment about.
Wait,
I
hold
was
on,
reading.
sorry. What was that? Wait, Richard, what was that?
Is it okay?
What'd you say after that?
Okay, sure.
Okay, just making sure.
Why?
Just making sure you didn't say anything offensive. This is
Bro.
usually the time where, like, Mogs will just drop a slur so that I kick them. So I'm just being careful.
No, I
Anyway,
need you to
I-
understand what I'm talking about.
You don't understand what you're talking about. I was just going to comment on about the idea of a more just slavery. Like you're talking about this institutionalized system of slavery. You're talking about you're conflating, first of all, the idea of a system of slavery within Israel and then a system of slavery outside of Israel. It's a pretty obvious conflation that you're trying to obfuscate on purpose. You're intentionally kind of talking around the terms to make it seem like your side has more weight. That's because you know it doesn't. Partially because we know about the laws of surrounding nations. We have some of the texts, such as the laws of Ur-Nammu, the laws of Libet Ishtar, the laws of Ishana, the laws of Hammurabi, the Hittite laws, the Middle Assyrian laws. These are all manuscripts that we have and know about, and we know about how slavery was conducted in societies surrounding Israel at this time. And when these laws were written, by the way, these are like ceremonial laws that were written during the Babylonian exile. These weren't like written in the time by Moses. So they are imitating these other laws around them. And during this, in the course of doing this, their laws around slavery tend to be a little bit more harsh than most people around them.
Okay.
I also have a super chat to read. Thank you, Optimus Rhymes, for saying, so slavery is good as long as there's rules? Gross. I'm inclined to agree.
Well, those slaves
Slavery
were getting
is
paid.
always gross.
That's not true. There's two different types.
That is true.
There is debt servitude talked about in the Bible, but it is separate and distinct from the actual slavery talked about in the Bible.
Yeah, those slaves were paid.
No, not all the slaves in the Bible. There were debt servants in the Bible, and they weren't really paid. They were working off a debt, and they were released in the time period given, depending on there's actually two different ones given in Deuteronomy and Leviticus. But when
They
it
were
comes to
paid.
actual, they're not all of them. Some of them were possessions. Foreign slaves were kept as possessions. They could be bought, as described in Leviticus 25:44,
You heard me
from
read
foreign
that,
nations.
Yeah, when you don't know how to actually read the script, you just see that and you're like, oh, this is bad. You don't really know the
so when
reason
I read the
behind
words off the
anything.
page, I'm just doing it wrong?
You're not doing any research.
I've
Oh,
done
I'm not
the
doing any
research.
research.
I promise.
Because I know that the word aved would refer to chattel slavery and sakir would refer to the indentured servitude that the Israelites faced, since I would know that Israelite slaves would be released during the year of Jubilee, but they could be tricked to remain in servitude if they were given a wife and decided to have kids with that wife and stay with their slave owner. If I knew that there was an extradition clause in which the Israelites were not supposed to return slaves of their enemies during times of war. If I knew that in Exodus 21 it details how you can beat a slave as long as they don't die immediately, I haven't looked into it. I haven't done enough research. I haven't fucking read it, Richard.
No, you're just cherry picking.
That's every verse in the Old Testament about slavery.
I have a
Richard.
question. Are you guys Jewish?
No.
No.
Really?
Why?
you
Why,
guys
is,
talk
why,
about-
why does that bother? Okay, go on. Do the.
How about you guys
thing
talk
so we
about
have to kick
Jews
you.
killing babies?
Okay, yeah. So you're just going to do the blood libel? Is that literally what you're referring
You're just
to?
gonna
That medieval
pivot
shit?
into anti-Semitism? That's so fucking weak. That's
not-
even weaker
that's
than
not, that's
dropping
not
a slur.
anti-Semitic. There's no such thing as anti-Semitic.
Hey, you're a bad American.
There's
Do you
no
know that?
such thing as anti-Semitism. Fuck off. Then
Bro, you're a ginger, bro.
You're an embarrassment to
false.
an America.
I'm actually blonde naturally, so I guess that means that you would like me because I'm blonde and have blue eyes. So I'm safe in your book.
Well, you clearly are giving up
I'm a
and want to
ginger,
be
bro.
kicked. So get out of here, traitor. Goodbye. Go to a different country.
That's gross.
Yeah.
What a
I
way
mean,
to end it off.
If he was just going to escalate to get kicked if we didn't stop it there.
Yeah, absolutely. He was a little baby bitch boy.
Behold what a Christian is. I can't believe. Well, I guess I can believe. I see it all the time. See Christians no degree coming in here talking about this kind of stuff, being these kind of legitimately awful people consistently over and over again. It's just a consistent pattern with Christians. One thing Jesus said that I kind of all agree on is what? We'll know them by their fruits.
And I know your fruits well. Someone in comments suggested that after you cook someone, you say, "You got souped."
like,
Do with
I
that
hate
what
it.
you
Thank
will.
you. I'm not gonna. I hate that idea.
Secular cheese, I am declining you because I'm trying to let ops up. Rat Snoop's allowed because we have sex with each other.
What? You can't tell them that. They didn't
sorry.
know that before.
We have sex independently.
Oh, that's worse. That's so much worse.
Secular cheese, I didn't say anything about Passover. Joel, you can't ask which positions would I know you're gonna take your earbuds out if I start to describe it. Hetero agenda, bitch, I'm non-binary. And babe, correct me if I'm wrong, you also don't consider yourself full hetero, right?
I on a technical level, I don't see how I could.
You can't be.
You know what?
I won't take my
actually,
earbuds
I'm
out,
straight,
though.
so whatever makes me hard is a woman. So sorry, bad news.
No! Oh, you just de-transed me.
Yeah. Well, not me, just my dick.
Oh, well.
It's a magic wand. Magic wand.
Now I want
want
to take my headphones off. All right, before we lose more people, let's bring up your
I'm
dick
so
got
sorry,
souped. Hey, welcome in.
No, we're
can
good, Ray LaVale. No, we're good.
Can I get your name, age, and pronouns, please?
I am Steven, and I am 18. And man, Ian.
Okay, is that Steven with a PH or a V?
V.
P, no V.
Why'd you? I was like, you homed really judgmentally. All right, so
I don't know. I just that was the wrong answer for
so
Steven.
Vsauce. Why do Christians worship an asshole?
I mean, I guess you could say that, but
I did.
I don't believe that's it's just in my opinion. I don't believe that, but I want to know why, as a whole, against Christianity, that a lot of atheists hate Christians themselves.
When did I say I hate
not just
Christians?
Christ. And this can be anybody in the comments.
No,
That's not how this works.
Hello? Stay in the
It could
comments
be-
then? Why are you up here if you
just
don't want
want
to talk
people
to me?
I mean, you can say it too, but
We don't.
Yeah,
hate
no, I
Christians,
just
but
when have I said that I hate Christians?
I see a lot of just, I don't know. I've been told
Okay,
this
and
is
I've
just like,
talked to a lot of
boo-hoo,
Christian
but
men who condone grape. So do you condone grape?
No, absolutely
So maybe
not.
we shouldn't make hasty generalizations about people based on what some other people might say.
Well, that's true,
Stephen,
but
if I can steel
I'm-
man you, I would say that I hate Christianity.
Okay.
Is that fair for you to say, T? Would you say that?
Yeah,
That I hate Christianity?
I hate the harm that it does to Christians.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, but I think Christians are victims of Christianity as much as other people.
So I would ask, have you ever had a bad experience from Christians themselves?
Sure, but that's not why I dislike Christianity.
Yeah,
I was
I mean,
Christian until
nothing
I was
that I would-
17. So yes, of course I had a bad I was only around Christians. So if anyone was ever mean to me for the first 17 years of my life, that would be a bad experience from a Christian. But that's
But it
not
was
why I
bad
dislike
experiences with-
Christianity.
Yeah, it was bad experiences with individuals who were Christian.
Well, that's interesting because I know a lot of people have bad experiences from other Christians.
You just got that
that's just not good.
church hurt. I don't have that one installed in my soundboard, so that's gonna be my cover of it.
Okay, I was really hoping you
Yeah,
did.
that's wonderful.
I do have "You Never Really Were a Christian," trusting God. Sorry, Stephen. If you want to say that we never really were Christians, I can play that.
Devin.
No, I wouldn't say that.
Okay.
I've heard that before, but no. I just know a lot of people have bad experiences with it, especially childhood. Maybe it's forced. I just want to say that's not how it should be.
I want to throw out there
We're-
that the church hurt myth is largely something that is propaganda for the church itself rather than reality.
Huh.
Like, there are people who are absolutely hurt by the church, but generally, that's not enough to kick someone out of a relationship with God. That just makes them move to a different church. That's why there's 40,000 different denominations. You know what I mean? Like, it's not going to, someone being hurt by other Christians isn't going to make them give up on God.
But
Someone
I
has to
have-
be, like, unconvinced.
I was curious because I knew that my church in my hometown that I went to like my whole life, I knew that they were part of the like Southern Baptist Convention. So I wanted to see how many other churches in town were a part of the Southern Baptist Convention. There were 24 churches just a part of the Southern Baptist Convention. And I saw like a couple of Baptist churches that I knew of that weren't on that list. So that's just a portion of the Baptist churches of my relatively small town in Alabama.
Terrence Thomas says, "I know Christians who disown their own children because they don't believe." See, that's wrong, obviously.
I mean, that happens. So I'm not going to say, I don't know how common it is,
know
but it
I-
happens.
I
That's
guarantee
not
it does.
again. That's not why we
But
dislike.
that's wrong.
Yeah, like I dislike what Christianity does to Christians. I'm not saying I dislike Christians. First of all, pretty much both mine and Rat Soup's whole family is still Christian.
Yeah. I mean, but what does the Bible say that a parent ought to do to a child who is disrespectful and disobedient?
In old times, I would say that in old times to new times, modern day.
Well, Jesus
is
actually
a lot.
reinforces what you ought to do in the New Testament. So it's like repeated twice.
I mean, I'm not sure. I'm sure you're older than me, so I'm sure you've.
He tells them to get stoned, and he ain't talking about the devil's lettuce. Yeah. So I mean, like that, the Bible is a violent book. The morals talked about it and are pretty bad, and that's kind of what we're talking about tonight.
Okay. Do you think every Christian believes that though? That they
In the
should
Bible?
be stoned? Every Christian today that believes in Jesus Christ, do you think that every single Christian believes that they should?
I think most
have-
Christians haven't really read the Bible, to be honest, and I think they don't really know about the doctrine that they are supporting every day of their lives, to be honest with you. But they are still supporting the doctrine that includes this. They are still affirming a book that says this, and they're still calling their ultimate example of morality and goodness and love God, and they're calling it, real when it entails all of these horrible things that we're talking about tonight.
We've got
That's kind of a
Optimus Rhymes
problem.
with another super chat. I live by hate the belief, not the believer. A nice
Yikes.
little fun spin on the hate the sin, not the sinner. I mean, yeah, I dislike the belief of Christianity. That doesn't mean that I dislike Christians.
Sorry, Rat Soup. What did you just say right before that? I was thinking about it, but I lost my thought.
Just that I don't think it's okay to. I'm sorry, I forgot where I was at to be myself. To be honest with you,
I found it again. I think more real Christians spend time in an actual relationship with God than just reading the Bible, picking out every little detail. I think more Christians actually spend more time just believing and having a good relationship and praying.
well, it's kind of the problem is that they form their beliefs and then they go to the Bible, and the Bible says so much stuff that you can use it as like a phrase book to pick out whatever you want it to say, and then it has enough in there that it can be good or awful, and quite often it's going to be awful, and all the good stuff is usually tied to some pretty awful stuff.
Okay. Well,
Do you agree with that,
understand.
babe?
Yeah. Glad I could help.
Yeah, he's kind of stealing the show.
And my heart. And my virginity. Just kidding, I was not.
Wait, really? Oh,
Nice setup. What is T?
My name is T.
Okay.
Just I got a new background.
Okay.
you have any more questions for T? Maybe
Um.
I'm going to pour myself another beer, so I'm kind of going to be indisposed for a few minutes.
I
Think then.
I forgot you weren't working tonight.
Did you think I wasn't here at all?
I forgot you were. So I'm like, why are you drinking at work? My days are so mixed up.
So very much here.
That was him.
Figured.
Wait, who is that guy?
That was Darth Dawkins.
Oh.
I think somebody's kissing a girl.
Did we just start dating? Yes, we just started dating 4 years ago. All the comments are like sick. Like, no!
Gross, they're
There's
kissing.
someone in my house, and there's cats in here too somewhere. Take a shower? What the fuck? Okay. They're like, you have cooties now. Mezzo's dad, scandalous. Yeah, I want to be Mezzo's step-parent. That's my goal. So, Mezzo and Joel can't call me kiddo. Were you there for that, babe? Oh, he's getting crazier.
Kind of. Didn't you like say that they reminded you of your uncles or something like that?
Yeah, but then they started calling me kiddo.
Yeah, well, that seems kind of deserved, to be fair.
Okay, I thought you would stick up for me.
Well, someone in the comments asked if we soaked, and it really distracted me, so I just said the first thing that came to my head.
We do a little soaking, we do a little durfing.
But we do our own jumping on the bed.
we fuck while jumping on the bed. It takes a lot of coordination. So trust in God.
Devin,
How are
do you
you
have a
feeling about
girlfriend?
this conversation?
I'm just stunned.
Oh yeah.
Stunned.
Oh, and just to clarify, this is all very much premarital.
Okay.
Okay.
Anyway, but I think our lives are better without Jesus involved, basically. And I think that a lot of times, especially when you're younger, you have this, before you start putting your life together in more serious ways, you get this fear of like, how can I make my life feel important and meaningful? And I feels like Jesus can sometimes be a huge, huge part of that. And I think it's an illusion more often than you will realize. I think you can find fulfillment and stuff in so many more things beyond this illusion of a God that sits in the back of your brain and gets mad at you for looking at porn.
Or Austin Powers clips on your iPhone 2.
That makes God so mad. That makes him angry. He gets frothing at that.
Austin Powers.
Yeah. You know, we had our parents were Christian growing up, and like I wasn't allowed to read Harry Potter, for instance, or watch SpongeBob. Actually,
That's a bit,
That came up
you know.
just
well,
recently.
here's the thing: is that they don't glorify God, though, do they? They don't directly glorify God. Therefore, it's not bringing me closer to God. Therefore, it can't be goodness, right? So at the very best, it's a neutral thing that smacks of this world. And as Christians, we're meant to be different than the world, right? I'm sure you've heard the whole logic before. It's the whole logic behind you getting rid of anything in your life and making your life more devoted to Jesus. It's the same thing that you tell yourself about every little step about that. It's just one step is more extreme than another suddenly for some Christians.
Yeah.
But it's all absurd.
So do you think a lot of Christians try to force, I mean, yes, but like they do, but what's your experience with like Christians trying to force religion on you?
I have a guy who has been consistently harassing me even on TikTok lately. He keeps making new accounts to message me and try to evangelize to me when I've told him that I'm not interested and to please leave me alone. He comes up on my lives. Yeah, I've had plenty of people who just see me as an opportunity to try to one up their like saved souls score, you know.
I would
So-
say I probably don't get as many people directly evangelizing to me, to be honest.
They're still Christian, and they're still struggling, but they shouldn't do that. And I don't think you should take any of that as a representation of Christianity. I don't. If everybody believed in Christ, that's okay. That'd be great with me. I'm not gonna force it. I'm not gonna
I
ask
would-
you. You already know about it. That's all I would do. But even Rat Soup, I'm not trying to be hateful. Even you were trying to force the lack of belief earlier, just like 3 minutes ago. You were even trying to do that, calling it an illusion. You can believe that.
I
but
mean,
don't
here's the
think
thing,
you
though,
should-
That's
is
not the
I
same
think people
thing.
should speak out for truth. I wouldn't be mad at Christians if evangelists were right. I wouldn't be mad at Christians if God were real. I wouldn't be mad at Christians if Jesus actually resurrected. The thing is, though, is none of it is true. What matters is what's true. And if none of it's true, then it shouldn't be spread. If the only reason it's being spread is this sort of comfort belief that it might make people feel better if they do believe it, whether it's true or not, then that's not truth and it doesn't deserve to be spread. I have done the same as I've always done, even when I was a Christian trying to evangelize to people. I am trying to speak about truth.
Okay. I mean, yeah, you don't believe it, but what you're saying, you're telling me, you're saying, I've always been wrong. You're believing in some fake mythical creature. I don't think you should come across like that. I think you should say, I don't know what you would say, but
I think you
say
deserve
that
to
I
have
believe
someone
in
who
God.
can confidently tell you that, yes, you are 100% factually wrong, and I am willing to tell you why if you're willing to go into it. T
That's
is as
fine.
well. Both of us,
That's-
that's what we're here for.
I think that's fine. That's what belief
Love
is.
telling people they're wrong.
Because
Big
this
fan.
isn't about belief. Belief should be about forming, you should form beliefs around truth, around justified true things at best. You should form these beliefs around it. You shouldn't have your beliefs and then try to defend them afterwards like a random hill that you just decided to die upon.
Do you, hold on, let me think of something. Do you believe that you are,
Spread cheeks, not Christianity, as Samuel Black in the comments says. I'm sorry,
You
Samuel
believe-
Black.
that you are, I'm trying to think of something, anything. Real, I don't know, real, sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I wouldn't just throw out
Believe that.
questions to see if something
I know,
sticks.
I'm just saying, it's about belief. You can believe in many things. It doesn't
Well, okay,
have to be
so that's the
religion.
problem of hard solipsism. I'm a realist in that I believe there is no reason to think that I should doubt my senses unless I have a justified, specific reason for doing so. So do you have? So you would have to provide me, for instance, a reason to doubt my senses at a basic level.
Okay. I don't want to talk about that, but when you come
don't.
across as mocking another religion or mocking a belief, mocking your lack or your atheism, I don't think anybody should mock that. I don't think anybody should mock Islam. I don't think anybody should mock Christianity.
I think false things
At
should
all.
be laughed at and mocked, to be honest. And I think that's often mockery, and laughter is a tool that we use very effectively socially to show each other where we're wrong and to call each other out socially. I think quite often people aren't going to change their beliefs because if you make someone a villain for their beliefs, they're going to lock down and feel like the rest of the world is an enemy against them and that they have to dig in their defenses. If you make someone, and sometimes people are reasonable, but really most humans are emotional. Me too, everyone is. The thing is people don't like to be mocked. And if you feel like you're being mocked for your beliefs without reason, you're going to get angry about it. If you look into the reasons why you're being mocked and you are more encouraged to do so when you're angry about being mocked, you're going to look into the reasons we're telling you that we're mocking you for. And if you do that, you might come to truth a little bit faster. So we're going to continue to mock.
Okay. I think mocking is not right.
I think it's effective.
It is.
I think it is
It is.
effective and more merciful than letting someone suffer in falsity for the rest of their life.
I think it's fine if you provide your reasoning, but
Yeah, and I'm
mocking
willing to do
is
that. It doesn't.
insulting.
It sounds like you're wanting more to stay in the meta, to be honest. But like I said, we are willing to talk about the reasons why. But you're wanting to talk about the meta and the tone, and frankly,
not
whine
here to-
about it a little bit.
Personally, I'm not here to change my belief or change yours. You
Why-
know
why
what
are
my
you on the
belief
debate
is.
stream?
You know what my belief is.
Yep.
It's been introduced to you. That's all I can do.
All right,
Why are
have a
you
good
here?
one. Sorry,
Yo, what's up?
everyone was bored. Hey, can I get your name, age, and pronouns?
Kepler 18. Him.
All right, what's your religion or lack thereof?
I can just affirm like neoclassical theism or Christianity or Orthodox Christianity. Do you want me to give like an argument for like neoclassical theism? Or,
Just why is your God an asshole? That's all. Why do you worship an asshole?
yeah. Well, what's going to be the argument for that?
It's just a question. Why do you worship an
Wait.
asshole?
Yeah, wait. That's going to be like giving some sort of like propositional function.
Yes, that's just
Do
gonna
you
be.
see
Yes, that's
yourself
just gonna
in
be.
him?
Go ahead. Yeah, so that's just gonna be.
You know,
Do you
like
want to give an
God's
argument? Go ahead.
substance, That literally grants.
Wait, our
propositional
subject's a
function.
question. You're not answering it. What do you mean?
Yeah,
dodging the
so
question?
it literally just depends on the question here, right?
The question is, why are you worshiping an asshole? Why do Christians worship an asshole? That's the
Go ahead.
question.
well, given that I don't believe that he's an asshole, you would have to give like the burden.
Then why
of
did you
proof.
come up? Why did you come up if you don't think this question applies to you?
Oh well, this would be like a universal claim against Christians.
So why do
Okay,
Christians
so
worship
what's
an
the
asshole?
argument? Go ahead. That's just gonna be you going ahead.
We're gonna like actually debate here. I mean, we can have a
Are
good
you?
faith discussion. We can have a good faith discussion.
I
That's
don't
up
think
to
that we
you.
can. Whenever a guy comes up that is
Yeah,
just
absolutely.
dripping of glossary, it's really tough to have like a good conversation when it's so clear that you just want to try to put like a notch in your debate belt, or a notch in your debate
I
bedpost
don't
because you'll
ego
never get one
debate.
in real life.
I don't
Um,
ego debate, but that's okay.
Sorry.
I don't ego debate, but that's okay.
I like how you gave 3 different options for your belief system, and the third one was Christianity, which is probably the truth.
Yeah, well, I just said I was affirming neoclassical theism, which would fall on Christianity would fall under, or at least my denomination.
Which denomination is that?
Oriental Orthodox.
Oriental Orthodox. I haven't heard of that one actually. Is that different from Greek, or is it just
It's pretty much the same.
okay? Just Eastern Orthodox. Is that what you mean by Oriental?
I mean, there's like slight like doctrinal, like it's literally just one doctrine.
So can
Okay.
we critique scripture,
just
or are
some.
we gonna go on to like nonsense semantics?
This wasn't semantics, but okay.
No.
Um,
I
We were talking about what
You're
Oriental in that context. To be honest, that was kind
I-
of semantic.
I know. I'm prefacing that I don't want to get into the semantics because I've had this exact conversation 10,000 times.
Semantics on what? I don't get what we were talking about.
I'll give it like 2 minutes maybe. So, yeah, I call God an asshole. One reason is he condones slavery.
Yeah, on account of what?
On account of what? On account of him condoning slavery makes him an asshole.
Yeah, like I'm asking what's the verse?
The verse? Leviticus 25:44 through 46.
And it states what exactly?
It states that as for the male and female slaves, like you could take male and female slaves from the nations around you. You can keep them as a possession; they are your property, and then you can give them to your children for them to inherit as property.
Yeah, so like, why can't I just take this, be this? Oh my God, sorry. Why can't I take this the statement to be like descriptive, not prescriptive?
Because it's a law. This is
it
God.
says you may. Yeah, this is Levitical law. God says you may do this, so that is God condoning, or at the very least, if you wanted to say
Not necessarily.
allowing.
Right. Given like the norms within let's say that like it's talking about like Israeli like normative
There was
like ethics.
there was no law yet in Israel, though. He's establishing the institution of slavery and the laws of Israel by giving.
Yeah,
this
given like the ethical norms. This would just be like
This is before Israel is founded as a nation. They're still out in the wilderness. He is establishing those norms right now. with people.
Yeah, well, like whatever like nation we're referring to here, it's just gonna be like they're like
This is the proto nation. This is the group. This is the exiled people of Israel in the story at this point. This is Leviticus, right?
Thanks for
I'm
They're
the
out
just
wandering
talking
the
about
nation.
modern day Israel, but
And they're about to go into the land of Canaan, and so God is giving them the laws at the time for what their nation they're going to
frankly,
establish will be like.
I don't think that the historical practices really have much influence over whether or not this is an asshole move, right? So if God is condoning slavery when he's giving over 600 laws and things for them not to do, but he doesn't choose to make one of those laws don't own slaves.
Well, like I'd say there's like multiple other factors within this. One could just be that it's gonna not be like chattel slavery.
It is.
Well, that's just false.
That's just false.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What does the word chattel come from?
Not necessarily familiar.
Yeah, it comes from the word that means capital. So it is saying that when your slaves are property, when they are possessions, or in some situations when they are your money. The verses that I cited to you in Leviticus 25:44 through 46 specifically say that the slaves are to be kept as property. That is definitionally chattel slavery.
I mean, yeah, you could say that's gonna like, or like at least in this verse, that's gonna be like chattel slavery. But if I'm just gonna be taking it to be the case, it's just
W concession.
Descriptive. It's not a concession.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, well,
You
if
said
I'm
it
taking
wasn't
to
chattel
be-
slavery. We presented to you why it was, and you said, okay, well, in this passage it is, which is the passage we were talking about.
Yeah, well, it's not giving a moral ought here.
It's saying you may. It's saying it's permissible rather
Yeah.
than.
Yeah.
But you know
within,
what's
like,
what God makes a rule against? Picking up a
within the
bird's
rule.
nest from the side of the road. So he's got to be specific and say you can't pick up a bird's nest from the side of the road. You can have slaves though.
Yeah, I don't really see how this like refutes my point of this being descriptive, but okay.
What do you think a law system is in general? Is a law system in general prescriptive or descriptive?
I'd say like laws are gonna, or at least within like modern day laws, are just gonna be like normatively prescriptive.
Right. So why would this law system be different?
Well, I'm not even taking it to be a law in the first place.
It's Leviticus.
What do you
It's the
think Leviticus
Levitical
means?
laws.
You think that everything within Leviticus has to be?
Everything that is specific.
Be
See, I fucking told you that it would be semantic bullshit. I fucking knew it.
This is not semantics. What?
It is. Yeah, you're questioning what is a law by the definition of the word law, and
I'm
you're
saying-
hiding consistently in definitions. That is what a semantic argument is. We can get semantic about the word semantic if you want, but it's pretty clear that you're hiding from the argument at this point.
Yeah, that's just not true because I literally all I said was everything within like Leviticus doesn't have to be prescriptive.
You said a lot more than that. You did say that at one point, but that was among a whole bunch of other verses.
well,
If you
that's-
want to revert to that as being your main point, you can hide there again, but it's pretty obvious. We can look at the comments. All of us can. And see, everyone can see that you are absolutely just running around in circles from the substance here. God clearly condones slavery in Leviticus, prescriptively.
I mean, do you want me to be like pretty substantive on this?
I want you to read the book sometime that you are defending.
Yeah.
Have you read? When's the last time you read the Bible?
Probably last Sunday school.
Last Sunday school. When was that?
Last Sunday.
How old are you?
18.
What do you mean Sunday school then?
It could be in high school.
Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah. There's not really an age limit to learning.
Okay. All right. So you're still in Sunday school then. Have you taken any more advanced Bible study
Bible
courses
study.
in Sunday school?
Yeah. Sunday school, Bible Sunday. I can use
Do
it.
you have you done any more advanced Bible study courses? Have you looked into this book further?
I mean, I do theology sometimes.
Theology? Do you have what book? Do you have a hermeneutics book that you're using? You have Strong's Concordance sitting on your pastor's shelf somewhere. Even that's a bad one.
I mean, Christology.
Have you heard of blueletterbible.com?
Not familiar.
Okay. I'm just saying that if you're going to, I understand where you're coming from with your philosophical angle, and you'd be probably okay at defending classical theism. However, with Christianity here, there are specific claims within the book that you have to address and defend, and dodging from them and running around from them is going to make you look intellectually dishonest and cowardly consistently. I'm not done talking yet. So you need to get a familiarity with this book and what it actually says in it before you try to talk about it. You're going to continue to make a fool of yourself otherwise.
Yeah, well, if I was actually being intellectually dishonest, I would say, how do you know that this is going to be wrong? Right? I would just get meta. I would just get into meta ethics, right? So I'm not intellectually dishonest.
You're just refusing to engage. So you're not doing that type of dishonesty, but you're doing a different type of dishonesty.
I think there's just one type of dishonesty, just being dishonest. But okay.
You're being dishonest about dishonesty. Wild.
What?
Well, just you're being intellectually dishonest about dishonesty.
No, I'm just
It's similar to the difference between a lie of
Intellectually
omission and an
dishonest,
explicit lie.
different forms.
There's just multiple kinds of dishonesty and ways dishonesty can be done. You can mislead people through a variety of techniques. That might be, I don't know if you knew that before or not, but
Yeah, but there's going to be one substance. But it's
and
not
that
too
you
deep
are
into
have not engaged really on yet.
You want to keep talking about scripture, or?
Yeah, T, take it away. He wants to talk about scripture now. Did you hear him?
Yeah.
Isn't that cool?
I did hear that he wants to talk about scripture. So another reason I think God's an asshole, regarding the Midianites. Let's go to the Midianites. So God told them to slaughter the men, slaughter the boys, slaughter the women who had known a man by lying with him, so the non-virgin women, but said to keep the virgins for themselves. What was God telling them to do?
Keep them for themselves. I mean, I don't really know.
Okay, I can explain to you.
Like, it's
So
kind of
there's a
prudent,
passage in
but-
Deuteronomy that tells you specifically what they're going to do. Because God tells them the procedure for when they take a war bride. What they would do is they would shave their heads, they would pare their nails, keep them in their houses for 1 month time. After that, they could have sex with them. They also get a month to mourn their family, so they're in mourning gear. But after that, he can have sex with her, and then decide whether or not he wants to keep her or let her go free. He can't sell her into slavery because he's dishonored her by having sex with her forcibly after
Sorry.
murdering her family.
Yeah, no. Can you go back, rewind 30 seconds?
Yeah. War brides, they keep them in their house, they forcibly have sex with them, and then they can decide whether or not they want to keep them as a wife, and that is a set of rules that God gives them.
Who's she?
Is he getting yelled at?
Yeah. Does she think you're talking to some random? Oh my god! And I was like, and then she was like, and then he was like,
penis.
penis. Yeah, I'm gonna drop him. Next up.
Wow, why did he leave?
I'm pretty sure he was getting yelled at by a parental figure, so we decided to let him go on the off chance that he was underage.
Alright, I am 18.
Okay.
Wait, can I introduce myself?
Yeah, what's your name and age? You already said 18, and then what pronouns we should use for you.
My name is Seven. Pronouns are he, him.
You said Southern?
No, Seven.
7, okay.
Yes.
Why does your profile say the so-called 18-year-old? What's that about?
Because I'm 18.
But why so cold?
Because a lot of people say I sound a lot older.
All right, so if you took the current year minus your birth year, what year would you get?
If I took the current year minus my birth year, what year I would get? I was born in 2008. What I'm so are we talking about a debate here, or are we asking when I was born?
I don't think you're of age to be honest.
I was born in 2008, buddy. All right.
I'm sorry. He had that bio is weird if he's not. I don't know. Don't like it. Also, the answer to that should have just been 18 real fast for anyone who's wondering.
Math is hard.
If you're not nervous and trying to work it out, you probably figure it out real fast. That's my opinion. I'm sorry. I know we don't have anyone else up.
That's what she said.
You also can't spell your, so you're also going to be muted for
My scared
child.
what?
I love you guys. You're all great. God or grammar.
Gotta choose one. Addison, hi. It's good to see you. And hi, Peg the Patriarchy. Yes, Pokey, you're right. Share the live. Send the heart me if you'd like. Tap that screen. We are going to send to someone. Who are we going to send to tonight, babe?
Ooh, what about someone who someone who's had soup most recently?
Ooh, someone who's had soup. Let's just say recently.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. Yeah.
That way they can
Soup
share it to
recently.
multiple. Share with
Yeah.
your like soup eating friends.
Tell them that this reminded you of the soup they ate. Remember how you were eating soup? Check this out. Just send them the stream.
Stay live
No
till
other
Mezzo goes up.
context.
I don't know when the fuck Mezzo's gonna start streaming. Hey, thank you for the level up, Sparks. Right now it shows that I have 69 notifications.
Do you not think forcing birth is disrespectful? Wild comment out of context. I love that.
I mean, I agree. It is.
Yeah, I mean, I'd feel a little disrespected if you forced me to give birth.
If you forced me to be born.
Yeah, I'd be mad about that too.
Oh, I didn't see your messages earlier. Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm glad he didn't stick around very long.
Uh-oh. Fucking hell. Well, you guys gotta be sharing this live so we can get more Christians.
Yeah, Christian's hiding again, as usual. Hiding in the comments, or maybe are there any in the YouTube
For
stream?
those
Or
who are
comment
asking
chat
where
and
to
shit there?
find Rat Soup, he's on TikTok at RatSoup481. So there's some people on the YouTube side. Do you want me to share your YouTube username as well?
No, not really.
Okay.
I do too much shit talking on that account.
That's very fair.
Some of you know who I am on there. That's okay, but that's I don't need it to be publicly addressed.
Ooh, sorry, I know I shouldn't be yawning. My goodness.
Our God is a stinky God. He smells like a bear's butthole. He reeks.
Hey, babe.
Our God is a stinky
Hey, babe.
God. Yeah,
Babe.
what's up?
Hey, babe.
Mm-hmm.
Never fucking do that again.
Oh!
They might be scared of you. I might have to let you go.
Oh, okay, fine. Well, if you're gonna kick me, I don't know why you would kick me before I finish talking, but that'd be so.
I didn't even do that. He's trying to set me up. And I think because of that, I deserve another glass of water. I'm just expecting the door to open and just a middle finger to come through. It's quite possible, knowing us. Water? Yeah, sorry, this has actually been Tito's this whole time. I'm fucking imagine. Ooh, I'm such a lightweight, y'all. If you ever get me tipsy on a stream, it will be something else. And I'll probably sing a lot more, because I sing even more than usual when I'm tipsy. He might turn water into beer. You never know with that one. It's out of frame, dickweed. Thank you. See? A karaoke stream? No one would watch it. I've tried before. I've tried. And there was like 5 people there. But while I can, I'm going to plug again that I'm wearing my Bad Bible Hub shirt. badbiblehub.com. Go get you one of these shirts so you can yourself. Love mine. Not if Mezzo and Joel co-stream. Oh, can you imagine? We've talked about doing a Jackbox stream with Joel and Mezzo. Yeah, they got cum socks over on that site. Woo woo! Atheist Cat 420, thank you for the level up Sparks. Much appreciated.
Enjoy the arsenic in it.
I showed him Cell Block Tango today. Yeah, we've talked about doing a Jackbox charity stream. I think it'd be fun. Maybe we'll do that eventually. Mesosuck on one foot and Joel on the other. Yeah, combine those. Spread Eagle, number 17. Mezzo streaming soon? Good. He better be. Who the? What the? I wonder, I hope it's like a real stream. Not that I don't enjoy his music streams, but I love watching Mezzo humiliate people. It's a fun time. Thank you, by the way, to everybody who came out and supported me on Truth Wanted. That was awesome. And you may see me on one of their shows again sometime soon. That's all I can say for now. So, stay tuned. Yeah, what up, heathens? How ya doing? Violet Nightshade asks, who is Mezzo? Ha! Mezzo! Ha! Ha! I say. Noah Delma did that. Mezzo is half of the iconic Jezzo pair. Another streamer in the same realm as me. But you should keep watching my streams instead. Never caught a Mezzo music stream. Well, you should. They're over on TikTok. I don't know if he co-streams those to YouTube. Stay tuned. I use outdated slang, alright? I say stay tuned. I say gnarly way before that one song came out. I say rad still. I genuinely say groovy. I really, really do. I don't know. Maybe it's the autism. I don't feel the need to, like, only use modern slang. You're a Jezzo light. I don't know if that's saying that, like, you're, like, a casual viewer of theirs, or you are, like, an acolyte of theirs. Bogus? Ooh, I don't really say bogus, but maybe I should. Bogus sounds fun. I do say whack sometimes. Old-timey swears can be fun. You just gotta make sure that they're not, like, racist. You believe in God? That's totally bogus. I love how, like, gag me with a spoon has changed to, like, I'm gagged. We've gone from, like, gag me with a spoon to, like, no, because, like, I'm gagged. We went from active to passive voice. Babe, I hope you're not serious. And if you are, I'm gonna cry. Cool beans. We're gonna keep the beans cool. Gonna keep the beans the cool, keep the beans the cool, keep the beans school. Bean school? Excellent. Damn it! Oh, good. Good, you're lying. 'Cause I'm like, I say burger even more. I want to eat burger. Cool beans. Cool legumes. Hey! Thank you for the gift, awesome AJ. Bodacious! Now there's a good one. Little Nudge coming out. Ugh, love her. I love Nadja. I wish I could do a better Nadja voice. It's just so hard because it's the weird, like, European, like, vaguely Romanian with the British accent layered. So you have to do, like, a British accent first and then put the weird... it's a lot. Oh, the whatever major loser? Whatever major loser. Gag a maggot? What? I have never heard that. I don't think I've ever heard that. That's an interesting one. Now, I did, when listening to Flow Ride is Low, think that the line was the maggots wet pants instead of them baggy sweatpants. Kinda unfortunate. But I still hear it. And if you listen, you can still hear it. That's all I'm saying. You just listen to the song and you hear, like, the maggots wet pants and the Reeboks with the straps. Goose with the fur? No. Goose does not have fur. The maggots wet pants and the Reeboks with the yes! Yep. The maggots wet pants. I hope this doesn't get, like, copyright claimed because I'm saying the wrong lyrics to a song. That's all you're gonna hear from now on? Good. Good. I don't want to be alone in my suffering. I believe this until, like, my senior year of high school. Fuck her face and poker face. Carry my fucker face. She will give a messy blowjob. Fuck. I love that all this is happening among that, like, very heated argument about abortion rights in the comments. Such a different vibe between the two interactions that are happening here. And I'm definitely on the less serious side. Poker, I hardly know her. Hey, engineer! How's it going? I am dual streaming. So I've got a YouTube up. Hey, YouTube. And I've got TikTok up. Hi, TikTok. I do think of you guys as, like, the side of my screen that you're on, but because I'm super fucking fancy, I have a new desk coming tomorrow that I paid $50 for, that I can put my new monitor that I paid, like, $50 for on, and have a 2-monitor setup for the first time. Wow, wow. Wow. So I will be able to properly, like, separate my streams and have my camera in the middle, so it can maybe be a little bit up higher. Oh, engineer, you're on with Bar. Nice. Don't cross the streams. I only do that when I'm pissing in public. I can't choose a favorite. But I hope everything went well over there, engineer. I was over here getting bullied relentlessly by my own partner. He was just so mean. He said one thing that vaguely wasn't complimentary about me. Yeah. Oh, he also calls me stinky, like, all the time. Did you guys know that? favorite religion. On that note, I don't smoke the devil's lettuce. I really don't. It has been kind of a slow night. Not many Christians who want to come up against me. I mean, I guess I've just been like so intimidating. They hear me and they run in fear. They piss their little pants. But I'll accept that, you know. So here's what we're going to do now. Sorry, my phone's being a little bit slow, but I just want to verify. Yeah, Mezzo is live. So we're going to go on over to Mezzo. And tonight, we're going to tell Mezzo that, that I sent you. But one other special little message should we give him that's related to something that we said tonight. Oh, let him know that I'm going to marry his dad. Just give him a heads up. Give Mezzo a heads up that I'm going to marry his dad. All right? We all clear on that? And that goes for you on YouTube as well. Go check out Mezzo's YouTube stream because he should be dual streaming as well. And let him know that I'm going to marry his dad. All right. So, his dad Darth. Yeah, I'm going to marry his dad. So, go on over, tell Mezzo hi from me. Let him know he is not invited to the wedding. All right, TikTok, you guys are the first to go. Bye. And YouTube, we always knew that it was going to have to end this way.